Kazad flopped down onto his bed feeling exhausted. He had not had an easy time dealing with Arya. He felt that at any given moment her eyes were on him, plotting some new scheme to take advantage of his subservience. The fox whimpered into his pillow, burying his muzzle into his soft bedding as he squirmed, feeling the weight of the used padding between his legs pressing down on him. He had not bothered to change yet. Normally his level of disgust would have caused him to make a beeline for the bathroom every time he got home, but today he just wanted to lay in bed for a few minutes. His phone beeped. Groaning, he moved pawed blindly in the direction of his bedside table before grabbing the phone, opening a single eye to peer at the message he had received. Don't forget, next week you've got all of the lunches covered. Oh, and I'm requesting some assistance with the next project that's coming up. You'll get to enjoy a whole hour extra after work with me. I'm looking forward to working with you. Cheers. So I get to waddle around every single day in the middle of work in my big puffy diapers and then have to endure after-work detention with none other than the person currently running my life for me. The fox whimpered a few times into his bedding as he felt the front of his diaper grow just a little bit bigger as he wet himself. Pushing himself off of the bed, he toddled over to the bathroom, making sure to run the shower as hot as it could possibly go. Unbuckling the belt holding up his pants, he gazed down at the snugly fitting diaper that hugged his waist, the weight of its contents causing the tapes to cling to the landing zone with a stretched desperation. A rumble ran through his lower abdomen, and he only had a few seconds of warning before he felt the first few cramps hit and cause him to bend forwards reflexively, his handpaws gripping the edges of his bathroom sink as he felt his bowels void themselves into his already caked rear. The slight sag of his diapers now turned into a quite noticeable droop, and he silently thanked the gods above him that this time at least his uncontrolled bodily excretions had come at a convenient time. Reaching down beneath the sink for the container that held all of his cleaning supplies, he opened a trash bag and began the delicate process of scrubbing as much of the mess and smell of ammonia from his fur before his shower. Kazad sneezed a few times as the scent bombarded his nostrils. Reaching over, he turned on the bathroom fan before returning the attention to his furry backside. Satisfied that he had cleaned most of what he had access to, the fox discarded the last wipe into the trash bag before entering into the awaiting stream of water. The fox felt the muscles in his back and shoulders relax, his eyelids drooping half-closed as the tension left his body. For a few minutes he simply stood there, letting the tension and anxiety of the day become washed away with the slightly brown water draining away at his feet. I don't think I'm ever going to get used to this. No matter how long I'm prey to the whim of Arya or the stupid box. Reaching for the industrial-sized bottle of shampoo labeled, Shampooch. Head-to-toe shampoo, he squirted a generous amount of it into his handpaw before beginning to rigorously scrub it into his fur. At first he had loathed the amount of time he had to spend cleaning his diaper area every day to the point of ideal hygienic standards, but after weeks of sitting in messy diapers with no choice other than to endure his own accident in his pants, he felt grateful at this one opportunity of taking back some measure of control. Just as he was leaning forward, his three tails lifting and pressing against his back in order to allow the shower head to wash away all the bubbles, his phone began to ring in his bedroom. Earlier that week Arya had requested Kazad hand over his unlocked phone to tweak a few settings. These changes, fully against Kazad's will, included a parental lock on any explicit content, the ability to adjust any settings in his phone related to parental controls, and as a final touch she had changed the ringtone for her number to the ABC's theme, dubbing it as a more appropriate jingle for someone like you.